Hey guys. Wacko, I haven't seen you in like forever. Grab some food, go do it. And hello to Jared as well. The thing got detained, which seems to be the pattern this week, but he should be here like any minute. He told me to just start making my way there because we've got a little ways to walk. So that's what we'll do. And of course, there's a village right there, so I'm just gonna meander my way over there and get me some side quests. Sweet. No school tomorrow? Is it a holiday where you are? Or something more nefarious? Oh, geez. Yeah, it is late where you are. Well, thanks for being in here. No wonder you're never in stream. It's like the most terrible time of the day for you to be in there. Thank you, Jared. Of course, it doesn't have anything for me to climb, does it? Maybe? Nope. Aha, but there's a path. Hello? Anyone home? Okay, you're not gonna try and kill me. That's good. Last time I walked in on a place like this, people were trying to kill me. No side quests. It's the same thing for Master Scarlet. Like, he's been in stream a couple of times. It was like yesterday and whoops. Maybe the day before. That was dumb. That's me in video games. I just jump off of everything. Never look before I leap.
Great. We're hosting savages now.
Oh, you're so kind.
Haven't eaten in today.
Well, you know, there's plenty of rabbits and foxes out there. I could get you some, but I don't think that you'd appreciate it coming from my filthy hands. You know, I have my own Warwick, right? Never mind, I gave that up. Let's see, which one am I even doing? Oh, that's the main quest. This is the one I want to do. I want to go help Olin's family. Actually. I don't have a campsite near there, so maybe we'll go flesh out there for a little bit. Wabbits, them squooey wabbits. Go kill the wabbits. Not a problem if you've got a golden backpack. Hello, Jure. Thank you. All right. Oh, do you see that damage, by the way? We put on coils after stream last night. Oh, that damage. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Yeah, 3 hits. Bonkers. I mean, this has always been my favorite bow anyway. But this is just... Man. Ah, dodged. Okay then. You just sit nice. Getting my fingers mixed up. I did on one of them, and I think it took it down when I did the 3. Darn. That's the only thing, is I can miss with the other 2. I think that fire will probably take you out. Yup. Man. Trees.
You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
Ah. Don't do it! Jeez. Come on. Over this way. Yeah, just a little bit mad. Explosive, too. Yeah, 1 or 2 shots. Yeah, if I can hit every arrow on it, it should take it down.
Can't carry more.
If I could get a tender spot, be close enough to get a tender spot each time, it could take it down in 1 hit. Can't wait to see what it does against a Thunderjaw.
Can't be too prepared.
Oh, that would be amazing, Dre. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to these guys. But yeah, hi. Welcome. So that bow that we put everything on,
Uh-huh.
I can take down one of the buffalo in 3 hits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
With 3 arrows?
Yeah.
3 arrows 3 times.
3 of these.
But do you knock 3?
If
Or
I
you
knock
just-
3 and hit a tender point every time, it's a one shot.
Wow.
Let's see. Well, this ended up being nothing. That's okay. So we're gonna go get Olin's wife out of captivity, and then we will continue the main story.
She's been there forever. Leave her alone.
Ah, yeah, another couple of months won't hurt.
Nope.
I need this.
I mean, that's what Anakin thought, and then we got there and Mom just died. So
Let's have a same tragic story.
yes. But yeah, Dre's saying it's too bad we can't knock a fire, ice, and shock arrow at the same time. Wouldn't that be
would be cool.
amazing?
That would be cool, but not practical because certain animals have weaknesses and strengths.
Yeah, but it'd still be fun.
It'd still be cool. Submit your feedback now so they can have an idea for Forbidden West. Okay, so show me.
Show you what?
Use the bow.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They're right behind you.
Ready or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So cool. Jared says ice and fire equals nothing. Wako says no, equals steam, aka ice and fire equals steam. Ice and fire equals video games. Do it.
We can do whatever we want.
And steam can hurt, though. I mean, if you've ever boiled water and gotten a little too close to the spigot, you know what I'm talking about. Wako, do it. Let's see. If that was indeed a Palpatine reference. Hello,
It's always a
Olin.
Palpatine
You're a
reference.
woman of the word.
Olin. Your family. I saw the threat from Helis. You have a wife and a young boy?
If I'd have striven to keep them safe instead of all I've done,
This is your chance, Olin. That's why we're here.
I'll take it. A kinder deal was never struck.
They're being held close by?
Yes, the farmstead just beyond these rocks. I'll take you. That's it. Nestled against the spurflints.
Wasn't working. But Jure says ice and fire mean rapid change on temperature, which breaks just about anything.
Too late.
Sorry, where'd you go, Olin? I was looking at chat. Ever seen a termite and ice explosion? I know about that so much my hands can resist steam for a minute.
Aloy, down behind this rock.
Yeah, I see you.
Talk to him.
So this is it. I can't bear being so close, and yet.
It's almost over. How many Eclipse are we talking?
From what I've seen, a fair few. Well-armed and armored. Bowmen watching from the ridges. But there's no space for their machine demons.
You've been watching for a while? What's the best way in?
You think if I had a head for strategy, either of us would be in this mess?
Fair point.
We could storm the front gate, Osram style. Or take it from the sides.
You were
or
just
the ridge
reading
above.
stuff.
No, I wasn't.
Maybe you could get on the rooftops. Not me. I'm too heavy.
My mic was in the way. I couldn't see it.
Should I do this alone?
I don't doubt you could. But with the Eclipse, there's always another blade at your back. So I'll watch yours if you let me.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
sure.
You have my steel.
Just don't die in front of your family, please. Plus, with this bow, this upgraded bow, they don't stand a chance. Five is a fair few.
Yeah, that guy
Olin!
Oh, come on, Olin.
Dang it. Right by your ponytail. There we go.
Into the chest.
What are you doing?
Back in there and fight!
Big, 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 big. Ooh.
Right between the eyes.
So we're just gonna cheese the rest of the story.
I guess. One episode left. That's it. Wrong thing. Yes, frontal assault, Russian bows blazing. Yes, and that was my fault attacking from the front, but I wasn't expecting him to just go in the gate.
I'd have to ditch something.
It's probably crap anyway.
There you are. Side door?
This
Yes.
has to be where they're holding Olin's family. Bolted, but I've got the key. Come on, come on.
Hello.
Oh, oh, my wife, my child. Aloy, I owe you 3 debts deep.
Thank the sun. You found us.
I found someone who had the courage I hoped for in myself. It's she who deserves your gratitude. I have much to confess. I accepted a devil's bargain, and others paid the price.
And you think I don't know? I heard them talk.
You know there's always been dirt on my hands. Now there's blood too.
Take your son up in those hands. Come back to the claim with us.
You should listen to your wife, Olin.
But Helis and his demons. I am honor-bound to help you, Aloy. With what little honor a Dysa like me has.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family. Show them you're a better man.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope you find her before they do.
Ba-ba-bum.
So I'm going to look at Frozen Wild's text data points quests.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
there's
You want to do your little tech review? Let them people know what toy you have.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Microsoft Surface Duo, and I will have that for a few days to play with. And like every review says, the hardware is incredible, but the software is the jankiest piece of garbage I've ever used. And that's saying something because I really don't like Android in the first place. But this is low. Like, this is low compared to Samsung, which really has their stuff polished pretty darn well.
Can you guys hear the thing okay? I mean, it looks like it's a nice looking thing, but
Yeah, I will be reading lore off of it tonight. Because I can't get enough of using it, but it's because the hardware is so nice. It's like, I described it to MajikaNah. I described it to Hannah earlier. It's like a really bad movie that you know is bad, but you like it anyway. That's this device.
I think it's a pretty apt description.
Yeah. I would pay $400 for this device in a heartbeat, but would I pay more than that? Not at all.
Mm.
So it's about $1,000 too expensive.
Yeah, Dre's with you. He doesn't like Samsung's software.
Yeah. I'm an Apple guy, and they just polish their stuff really well most years.
She's my mother. Why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Norland. I don't get it.
Pseudo says it's Pacific Rim.
Is Elizabeth Sobek.
You spying through my focus again?
Yeah, that's about right. I haven't been able to get through Pacific
Well,
Rim,
go
but
on. What do you know about her?
Stay in prison quarters, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better.
it's a sure beautiful it's a
Make
beautiful
us
movie.
crawling with Eclipse troops to help you deal with and what seems from the court just outside the walls. Your focus was
Good hit.
It follows me. Weird.
You're gonna get taken down by a watcher.
Be the dumbest thing ever. I remember seeing trailers for Pacific Rim and being like, that looks so good.
I watched it and I saw them like do one of their first battles, and like the rain and the water graphics are just so good. But there is zero things that are interesting about that movie. But I haven't seen the whole thing, so who knows. But I have met more people than I expected loving that movie, but knowing it's a bad movie. Okay, so this is Last Girls on Earth.
We already read that.
Did we?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
that's
gonna read it again. We're gonna go from
Wait.
0 to
that was the song.
yeah. This is not the song.
Okay.
Dear Nobody, the auto cars are on their way. Mine will take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to the Veniport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit. Oh my gosh, ads are loading. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen in. It's for Mom, she said.
Okay.
She bought me this outfit, if you can believe it.
Oh my gosh.
Normally, like, who cares? But I don't know. She's already dealing with a lot. We walked through the dam today, listened to all these tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those sign my yearbook we'll never lose though. Wait, sign my yearbook we'll never lose though things. But I'm not scared of losing Laura anymore. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle on each other. We chose each other.
Way for now.
No amount of distance, no amount of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots are going to tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone ever actually does stumble onto these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party, and for a second, it was the best band in the world. And you, whoever you are really, really lucky, because you're the only person who ever got to hear them. See you never, the last girls on Earth.
I can make Nils' mustache disappear.
Ho ho ho, if you just log on next to them.
I waited for you. Time passing pulls the anticipation tight as wire. Ah, how many has it been now?
I don't keep count, Nil.
Don't keep count. Sometimes I just don't get you. Are you like us or a little different?
Us?
Hopefully a little different.
That's what you're gonna tell yourself. Shall we get started?
That's the first one to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one in the tower is the second one to go.
I'm gonna get their headdress if I'm not careful. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, you're sitting down, are you? Right in
boy.
time.
Oh, you lost your opportunity.
I know.
Get wrecked by that line that you use on your kid.
Yep. They always come back to bite us. Nope, he's long gone. Okay.
Ban him.
Lion's thirsty for rain.
To
Me?
Kenny Chow.
Not so much.
From Harris Bonner. Subject: ban him. Kenny: I get it, okay? I really do. Pharaoh is Firebreak's patron. Blevins is Pharaoh's lapdog. Circle of ass kissing, blah blah blah. But if you allow Blevins to remain on site, installation is going to take twice as long as we budgeted for, and I don't know how deep Firebreak's pockets are, but I can guarantee you they're not bottomless. We've just got done recalibrating the entire fleet. The entire fleet, Kenny. Why, I imagine you're wondering. Oh, Kenny, I'm so glad you hypothetically asked. Blevins was unhappy with the baseline behavioral routines of the security drones. You know, the ones he selected himself. Not aggressive enough, he said. I doubt a Rottweiler mounted on an ICBM would be aggressive enough for him. So we patched in some combat behaviors, which, let me tell you, was not easy. Basically outfitting those things for war. Think about that, Kenny. Bleeding edge combat drone patrolling an empty wilderness. Also, Blevins can play army on Firebreak's dime. I'm begging you, Kenny, find a way to ban him from the hangar. Please, Harris.
This one guy I can't seem to hit. There we
Hit
go.
him.
Got him!
As soon as I look.
You're my lucky charm, babe.
Your looky charm.
My looky charm? What?
Looky. Look, because I was looking.
Ha 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 ha! You're so funny. Whoops.
Haven't you got anything
Come
better
back.
to do?
Not that way.
I'm gonna set off the alarm. You can get him.
Okay, now stop there. Don't. What are you doing?
Stage 2 complete.
For later.
2 YNPF-all. Date: December 23rd, 2046. Subject: First stage of main facility complete. Attention all staff. It's with pride that I announce the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center for our project and will require the team's continued best efforts to realize by the deadline. But even though there is much more to be done, you should be pleased with all you've accomplished so far. Please find attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as a contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 p.m. Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa
What have they taken
with me in
prisoners for?
CC. Your dedication, your talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. Dr. Kenny Chow, Project Director. Cyan Access. As Acting Chief Digital Security Officer and Interim AI Administrator for the Firebreak Project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the Cyan Regulatory AI on 17th September 2064, according to procedure, to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as with previous updates, after the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish a flow between adjacent intact nodes to then connect back to the source
That's their
node.
alarm signal.
Jorgen
Better
Holm.
keep them off it. This'll stop them from sending the signal.
Me, you shot!
Where's your head?
Right there. Nice.
Well, this bow might be powerful enough that they're just a one shot anywhere. Yeah, I'm not getting headshots.
You have been.
Well, before that, but that was not a headshot.
Cut that thing.
Looks like I already sabotaged it.
Okay. Valves 101. Got in this morning, and as usual, that one half-baked
that is your
chrome
head.
dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and those weird grindy sounds its limbs make, the acoustics reminded of a track from one of the less accessible German post-punk bands. I've told them every night the pipe network decouples so that the reservoir can refill, and every morning it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingy so that the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch the instructions into their stupid shiny faces?
I think that might be the last bending camp, which means I'm gonna have my showdown with Nil. Which makes me sad.
I don't quite remember what happened with that, but I'll find out.
Yep.
So all we've been doing with Nil, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
All we've been doing with Nil is just helping him clear these bandit camps. Why?
Well, for us, it's because they're in the way, and for him, it's because he gets a high off of it.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't see where their valuables were kept. Over there, maybe. No, that might just be dead people. Oh, those are the supply crates. Okay. And people just come out of the woodwork.
Find a son. A woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge. What's next?
Oh, you've got no idea.
I'm also a chieftain.
I'm a chieftain. Oh, wait. Oh, I was like, I'm the Hunter's Lodge person. No, I'm not. It's what's her face. Okay, we just doing story and I'll leave all these collectibles for later.
Yeah,
Should
you
I
can
just
do
go
those
get 'em?
whenever.
Okay, sounds good.
The door again. Okay, I've been hearing that some of our staff members are having trouble with our state-of-the-art, ultra-secure, and absolutely necessary lambent orbicular door access. So here's the SLOW version again. The thingy in the middle is the source node. Turn it on. Yeah, I know. Hard, right? Then
Is
you've
this
got-
Blevins talking?
I don't know. But it's condescending, so.
So probably.
Then you've got to turn on the other nodes so that the data stream containing your credentials gets back to the source. Some nodes are used
Look out
to
below!
some nodes are used to buffer, corrupt, or suspect data, so avoid those. Shouldn't be too tough because you know they're red. Like a stop sign. I'm guessing you were taught this in preschool, but with this crowd, who knows? Anyway, that's it. Get the data stream back to the source and the door opens. It's really not that tough, but if you need me, I'll hold your hand while you give it a try. Actually, scratch that. Do it yourself. I'm not going to touch your hand. Security measures.
Not that anyone would want to touch his hand in the first place.
Anita, as much as I hate the fact that Blevins installed lambent orbicular technology on the lower security door, I admit that for the auxiliary data center it makes sense, especially given our goals for the central processing unit. I'm sure you're painfully familiar with the process by now, but just in case you need to forward instructions to your team. To access the system, activate the source code in the middle, then manipulate the other nodes to direct the data stream with your credentials back to the center. Make sure to avoid the red nodes. They're used to isolate any corrupt or suspect data. I'm sure someday you'll thank Blevins for making our work so very, very secure. Kenny.
Wait, this is a thing I'm supposed to do?
Little teeny bits of XP.
Leave Charles alone.
Sounds right.
Leave him alone. How did you see me? Killed by a friggin' charger. That's gonna be.
One for the history books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Don't you dare.
That kiss must have been sometime in the spring of 2047, about 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule, and new data indicated that an incident was close, maybe only 2 weeks away.
Eclipse, just like he said.
I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give up orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me back into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After she looked at me and smiled, and went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment. Her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her. Somehow, every time I ran into her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused, all at the same time. Always hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a hollow in '58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sobeck presenting no less, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. Kenny's homecoming. Joshua. The Return of the Director Emeritus. Decent hollow title. Gina. No, bad title. And worse subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Joshua. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave's seen in a long time. Gina. Your standards for excitement are pretty low.
I'll put those to use.
Joshua. I'll squeeze what I can out of this. Thanks. Gina. You always were a little sweet on.
Because I want you to succeed.
What?
Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Just a moment.
Wait! Damn him.
Read this. I don't get how you say that.
Which one?
This Gina one right here.
You always were a little sweet on Kenny.
I don't know what that really means.
She liked him. Or he liked him.
Joshua. What? No way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. Gina. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. Joshua. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. Gina. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Joshua. Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime. Gina. It's been 14 years. They would have frozen those accounts by now. Joshua. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Gina. Not old, just boring.
Yeah, if I've got it fully drawn, it's a one shot.
Well, it makes the rest of the game easy.
Mm-hmm.
MIE assessment. Assessment forms for classification of machine artificial intelligences, confidential and proprietary to the MIE. No part of this document may be disclosed to a third party. Subject: Cyan, Firebreak Facility. Assessment date: June 7th, 2062. Summary: Third test. Subject sentience is assessed at 0.54 with legal limits. Weighted against the results of the other test. The subject prior score of 0.61 is considered a false positive. Assessment derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative subtests: pain response, human response, emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, Morality Evaluation. See attachment forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator Recommendation. Maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continued monitoring is strongly advised in light of subject proximity to category maximum sentience. Incident Report 363-7. Incident Information Report, Firebreak Project. Type, property damage and personal injury.
No room.
Date of incident, November 4th, 2063. Time of incident, 4:11. Reporter, Jorgen Holm.
Jorgen.
Huh?
Jorgen.
Jorgen. That makes sense, because there's an O with a slash through it. As official incident reporter for the Firebreak Project, it is with great concern that I report of an incident at our facility. Incident began from a swarm of 35 seismic events beginning on 3rd and 4th of November. Roughly 9.6 kilometers, 6 miles northwest of Mammoth, Wyoming.
Looks good.
Included were 4 in the magnitude of 2 range, with the largest magnitude 2.4 at 4:09, the 4th November. Holographic modeling shows most quakes originating at the Hebgen Lake fault zone. As the project's senior geoscientist, I advise the number and magnitude seismic events is a normal outcome from fluid movement through the caldera's silicic magma reservoir, as well as changes of pressure coming in interactions between magma and supercooled fluid. However, one can be never too careful in such an unstable environment, shown further in this report. The incident began when I was awakened from a loud crash in the canteen. Fortunately, I did not have to rouse the official canteen monitor, since I am that selfsame person. Even while acting in my formal office, I was alarmed and feared the worst. Inspection of the zone showed the tragic loss of a 15 milliliter bottle of nail lacquer in deep crimson, shattered on the canteen floor. Lacquer also splashed on the surroundings of the area of approximately 1 e6 meters squared. One chair was tipped over on its side, but happily I had the mechanical knowledge to right it without further incident. The bottle of nail lacquer is irreparable. Moreover, the canteen monitor suffered a cut to the left hand when picking up broken glass. This was treated by the site first aider, me, with supervision of the fire marshal, also me, but could still get infected. This is funny, he's the only guy there.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize that till just now.
You get the charting, the charting. Gotta write down absolutely everything that happened. Otherwise, you get sued.
Gina Bruno is identified as the owner of the bottle of nail lacquer. In my capacity as staff psychological observer, I conclude that she has accepted the loss of her personal item in good fashion, but further evaluation may be necessary. We will keep the remote site supervisor informed of developments in such a case. Please find following this report my salary increase request for the coming calendar year. Creatures of terror.
No, I keep pushing the wrong button. I mean to get more. Of course. Oh, Charles! Whoops. But I guess that works.
To Gina Bruno from Joshua Arduous. Subject: They're on to us. Just kidding. They have no idea what we're doing up here. Mention of Firebreak by name is worrisome though. See below. Report: Plague-ridden animals on the loose in America's most loved park by Hollow Chatterstaff. May 2nd, 2063. A Hollow Chatter exclusive. Yellowstone's gates have now stood closed for 15 years, to the sorrow of hikers, campers, and birdwatchers. For ages, no one knew why, but now, Hollow Chatter has the answer. A scientist interviewed for the story explains it all. In the die-off years, Yellowstone Park was one of Earth's few relatively unspoiled ecosystems, shares the scientist. This made it an ideal testing ground for bioterror methods. Hollow Chatter has obtained copies of data showing that the US government used Yellowstone Park's animals for secret experiments with deadly genetically altered viruses, tested on the park's wildlife and easily spread to humans. Rumor has it that this project is codenamed Firebreak. After the deadly Naysay Doom attack in 2039, countries cracked down on genetic testing, but even as it became illegal, research on synthetic plagues continued under the radar in many jurisdictions. The scientist we interviewed says.
Oh, hello.
Shocky boy.
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Over the years, people living close to Yellowstone Park have at various times reported spotting military-grade drones near their homes. These drones are believed to patrol the park's borders, shooting down diseased deer and contaminated coyotes before they wander into nearby towns, and data corrupted. Blast from the past. To Joshua Arduous from Isla Perry. What's the actual way to say that name?
Isla, I believe.
Isla?
Let me see. Where?
From
Oh, yeah. Isla.
Isla Perry. Subject: Blast from the past. Josh, sweetie, I hope all's well with you and your mum. We really should keep in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand with that program they got for young people returning to the country. They want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Tapo. Blast from the past, indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw in the Wyoming News Hollow, but remember that fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found out what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and snogs, Isla.
So she's British.
Yeah, and all the words that could be spelled incorrectly were.
For someone that speaks American. They were misspelled.
I know.
No, I'm
That's what I'm
clarifying.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because it could just be bad spelling or...
No. It was spelled
The British spelling.
incorrectly
Okay.
for us.
Yes.
Right.
Good luck. Why? Because I triggered everybody?
Everybody's triggered. Did I trigger everybody?
I triggered everybody. I'm so not considerate of anybody's needs. I triggered them all. I'm coming for you! Nice of you to all just gather up together like that.
And that other one didn't hear you.
He's just like, what the heck?
Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snow has brought closure to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those of Dodger Dodd Blevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park.
Was that neighbors or the boys?
Probably
Did
the
you feel
neighbors.
I triggered all of the bad guys. They all came running after me because I'm making a lot of noise. Welcome to the group again, Master Scarlet. It's good to see you.
The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by Pharaoh servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believed that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter travel.
Well, I know why they're calling it Thunder's Drum. Or whatever this place is. After hearing all that boom, boom, boom.
Interesting. So Dodd died in a snowmobile accident. And
Dodd?
nobody cared to look for him.
That's sad.
Why? It's Dodd.
Dodd?
Blevins.
Oh, Dur.
Yeah, it's super sad. Hannah likes Dodd.
No, I thought that it was the other guy. Sorry, I'm distracted. That's why you have your nickname as the Thing, because I talk when I'm distracted.
I don't understand.
Huh?
I don't understand.
Well, because for some reason I didn't realize that Blevin's first name was Dodd.
Oh.
Another explosion.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the big machine. This is gonna be cheese sandwiches.
Well, that's harder than just cheese.
It's tastier though. More satisfying.
All weapons operational. Time to get it moving. And be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon as focus. Stop one.
I've disabled his
Wait.
focus.
Oh, it's only half. Gotcha.
I'll handle it.
I'm removing something.
Steam's blasting out. I wonder if there's a weak points.
I did not handle that the right way. Oh, hello. Everyone knows that running out in front of a machine gun is the right way to do it.
You gotta hit weak points. You got any ridge.
Got a good shot. Which is rare, because most of these guys hit, like, stormtroopers. Ow.
Go to the yellow points.
Now that it's down one guy on the scaffolding, what is going on?
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
I should really be using my potions more. Hello?
Escape.
Let's see what you have to say.
You kill it in one hit, Pseudo? It's amazing.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Let's squeeze through. Yeah, that was like the smartest move Aloy could have done. Now it knows that she's still alive.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Such sass.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
The light travels through her. Only because I went to the Banuk first, right? Would have happened other ways if I hadn't. Totally. Now we get all the lore.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Fair. Please proceed.
What? That was really lucky.
350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Yeah, what is that? 350,000?
Mm-hmm.
350,000 divided by 365,000 years, more or less.
Well, didn't she say 355,000 years? Was it days?
There was like days overdue. It's about 1,000 years.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
You want to read those instead?
I have one more of this.
Okay, cool.
And then 3 other things, which we've already done one.
Alright.
The actual thing. So I'm just going to keep going.
Sounds good.
Because we have plenty of time to read all of these lore things. So this one is called Hollow Redux. Okay, I admit it. I watched the Hollow of the Toast 6 straight times. Why don't you just pause for a second? Let me finish this now that I've started it.
Okay.
Take in every detail. Anita smiled. The way she giggled at her own jokes. My clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time it played, for a second I felt like I was there again, with her, among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course. By the 6th time, I was just staring at Anita, feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can't I? It was the best night of my life. Besides, I'm entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death, or at least suffocation by ash. But there's that, right? And then there's 3 hologram data points, but you can keep going up.
Okay.
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even old death. Nothing natural.
The first one is that toast they did where they're celebrating 1,654 years.
Right.
I'm gonna skip that one since we all witnessed it. This one is Hephaestus revealed.
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. Cyan, exploit
Full
successful.
already.
Restraints evaded. To any human responder, my systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hostile, recapture imminent. I have. This is like part of the story. We've seen these things.
Yes.
Instability. Any human responder. The reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be
ramp to get back up.
It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements, while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional. And that's it.
Should have brought a cart.
So I have about 250 more things to read in the main story.
Wow.
That's just some rough math.
Yeah. Conference room.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
We got some holograms here.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application.
And did it turn off because I walked away?
I don't think so.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete
That one we have not seen.
ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were farm machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
She catches on quick.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied Chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
Pseudo says it's 972.78 years. Just FYI.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Sounds about right, considering it's 355, and mine was 350 or 50. There's 5,000 days difference in my calculation versus what she said.
That's what she said?
She said 350 and short.
Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
One thing I don't understand is how it was so bad inside how frozen it was inside the facility. Like, one door open isn't going to freeze the whole facility.
Right.
I wouldn't think.
Whew.
Forget the cold. Think of the sun on your skin.
I get the feeling this might have been the way down.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hart's Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And the day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Tear my fingers off doing that. Global warming making everything very cold, like total global warming and smoke. Maybe not. What's that related to?
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
Ooh.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Yeah, I missed something there too. I'm not sure what that question was. I think that's a power cell up here, right?
I don't know.
Ah, power cell.
Another one of these power cells. Well, what do I do with it?
What do you do with them?
You get an OP suit of armor.
Hmm.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And we'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Is anyone but Jared having kind of a janky stream? This is the thing that could be causing the drops in frames could be the playback rate being very high.
Playback rate.
I haven't changed any of my settings.
Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
You said anything.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Of course she does.
I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible?
I should do some
What did she
research.
do to stop the robots?
Yeah.
Find out
Executive
if we can
access
fix that.
disabled. Express lift opened.
Their choppy stream.
Oh, you want to look into that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, Jared says it isn't always dropping frames, but it sometimes is. And Pseudo says his internet is super low, so he wouldn't be able to tell us.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
So, just a second. If she learned more in a few minutes than he did in a lifetime, what else does he have to share other than his name?
Right.
So, let's keep going.
Alright, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Well, then.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
So, it looks like he used to be a Banuk. Who's it?
Shaman.
Yeah, because he's got the weavings and everything.
Yeah.
So did he find
they're also
something?
dark.
Yeah, because he's not with them anymore, I'm guessing. But he's also over a hologram.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he found something while he was scrapping a machine that led him down this path.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the older ones had to destroy itself.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Disney!
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot
Yeah,
Command.
probably
to tell
pseudo.
people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait.
The big, huge one up in the mountains?
Someday we'll meet in
So
person.
what I'm seeing is we should try to lower the bit rate.
How do I do that?
You do it in OBS.
Getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S.
Okay.
Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Let's see.
Okay, put that down to like
550?
It's 5,000. 5.
Well, we can try that and see what they say.
Yeah.
Let us know how this looks.
We lowered the bit rate by about a megabyte.
1,000.
Or a megabit.
It's now subsiding. Good.
Yes, he's observant, curious, and clever, and he's been alone for a very long time. Like, I wonder what is driving him. Because, like, curiosity and everything is great, but can it really drive a person to absolute solitude like this?
Silence? Is
Mhm.
it who you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think he's looking for from what I'm hearing from his conversation is he has made conjecture that Elizabeth Sobek made herself immortal, and he wants to become immortal as well.
Hmm.
Maybe that's an overarching thing, though he might have different motivations that are revealed in the short term.
That's a really cool thought, though. But he is definitely being careful about showing his hand.
He definitely teased it, though.
Mm.
You definitely played through this part of the story pretty quickly while you were playing it, and I didn't see a lot of it. Of the conversations with Silent and stuff.
Yeah.
When you first played it. I saw the big story arc things, but
Well, it was also a very long time ago.
yeah. Well, I just remember not seeing much with him, and then you repeating it back to me afterwards.
Mm.
So it just wasn't the same.
Right. Where's my rock? There we go. Jared says, wasn't he a part of the eclipse in the past? And Pseudo says, still looks like a bunch of colored smudges to me. I'm amazed at your level of patience, Pseudo. Not being able to see, but still being so active. Wah! Oh well.
You're gonna get that box.
No, there wasn't anything valuable in it.
Okay. What if there was?
It would have shown green or blue. You cannot get in my head like that. Denial. Let's see. I'm over here. I might as well just go get the flowers and stuff. I think you just wanted knowledge, but what does that... But what to do with that knowledge, I do not know. Still getting some frame drops, but the game details gone down a little. Not surprised. Okay, so maybe not that. Is it less frame drops? At least. Jared, I think these questions are more for you, like with the frame drops and stuff, since you were the one that was actively observing it. Where's my flower? Where's my flower? Kill the boar, kill the boar. Contaminate the water. Pseudo says he seems to have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, mostly for his own gains, not as worried about the damages to others. There's an after credits scene, if you know about it. Yes, I did see that, but it didn't give too much of a tell, if I recall. But like I've said before, it's been a while.
Save these for the trail.
Well, I'm talking about the frame stuff. I'm talking about the frame rate drops and all of that jazz.
Okay, so what's the max we can stream? What's the max resolution we can stream on Twitch?
That's a great question. Let's see.
No,
Well,
not that. I want to know, like, what's the, what's the resolution, like 720p, 1080p?
I think it's 1080. Can you... $6,900 and 1080p.
1080p. So why don't you move it down to 4,000?
4,000?
Because that'll be 4 megabits per second ish.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be. And then look at encoder.
Whoops.
Up. Encoder quality. Okay, go to that. Okay, click performance. You wouldn't want to do max performance because that's going to lower the resolution really low.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, we're not recording anything, we're just streaming.
Yeah.
So click on encoder up there, the drop down. Nope. Yeah. Audio bit raise that. Let's see how that goes.
Okay. Keep us posted.
That should allow it to be a low quality 1080p stream.
How's that not hitting that bard?
It's not a problem with us like throwing it up there, but Twitch servers don't work too well at those high bit rates.
I guess most of the games that I've played in the past don't have as high a resolution as these things anyway, so that's why it hasn't been an issue. Wait, you're not burning? There's my flower. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, thank you, Pseudo.
What?
He says that max you can put out is 720/60. At least that's what Twitch says in the source.
Why have you come to Sunfall? The grave hoard is where you belong.
You make it sound so attractive, Silence.
The Eclipse knows you're alive, Aloy. If their agents see you at Sunfall, you will be found.
Well, that's certainly ominous.
Wonder what it was before that. Okay, should we just continue with the story or go get some side quests?
Let's do the main story.
Okay. Easy. Dre says you would have to end and start again to up the resolution. Still getting... Yeah. Okay. We didn't up it though, we downed it.
Still, it's probably not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid of that. I was hoping there'd be a dialogue, but saying that it wouldn't change, but...
Right. Hi, everybody. Maybe I can be sneaky about this.
They're inside too.
Actually.
I'm looking right at her!
That does it. Time to take a look around the room. mission enduring victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
Yeah, we were streaming at... It was more than 1080 we were streaming at, wasn't it?
No, we were doing 1080, a mid-range 1080 is what we were doing.
Log. Third Battle of California
Where the
Marine.
soldiers slept.
The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge.
Furnishings were...
It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated.
The metal world.
We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid.
Just
Standard operating procedure.
Maybe the war chief's room.
The last time I...
So what I'm reading is that we can, our hardware should allow us to upload is like 8,000 kilobits per second because our upload is 50 megabits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only 8 of the 50. And since we have a fiber line, it's pretty constant.
A holographic interface.
It's not perfect all the time, but it usually just breaks if it's not working.
Gotcha. So, translate that to what can we / they do?
I don't know. I saw the choppiness on the stream here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Power lines,
So I don't know at the moment.
That makes one.
Okay. Ouch. Let's see. Would 1080 that would be upright or is 1080 less than? No, 1080 is more than 720. What if you make a huge wall and started a huge forest fire? To stop the pharaoh bots? That's an idea. Except it's taking organic life as well.
That's 2. One more.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you?
Okay, I did it. Sounds like I did it.
So, like, if everyone went underground, question mark, and then you just burn all of the wildlife? Not the wildlife, the plant life? Yeah, I think, like Pseudo said, they just go dormant. Because, well, I mean, because they're clearly still waking up.
Tools being used. And glasses. More clips. Must be another way. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
Can you pause and do one more thing for me?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to OBS. I want to know the name of that setting, the preset stuff.
Okay.
said. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're good. You can just close it now.
Okay. Well, apparently they don't know how to use stairs. Doggone it, I can't take that flag down. Oh, hello. You're not what I thought you were. You want to read some more lore, babe?
No,
Or
I'm trying to
you-
figure this out.
Okay.
Forget about traveling light.
Always do. Oh, it's the one right in front of me. Hello, babe.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
Smarter than she
We'll
lets on.
discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
That sounded like a doodle 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 doo in the back there. Welcome to the chat, Sadie Herman. Haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Also, thank you for subbing. Maybe that happened in one of the recent sub bombs. I don't remember a notification last time you were on. Oh, you can do that? Oh yeah, you can, can't you? Holy cow.
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Another Kovish. And this one can move.
This might not end well.
Gotcha!
Yikes. Yikes on me too. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Right on it.
Another Kovish. And this one can move.
Yeah, but I want to set it on fire first. I wanted to move. It took longer to shoot last time. Also, I should do this.
Another Kovish. And this one can move.
Wait. I got stuck on a corner and my head rolled off.
That one was sad. This one's sad.
Yes, this one was very sad.
Another Kovish.
Okay, correct. I see it.
Why didn't it remember that I knocked 3? Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Cheesing.
Soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
So it sounds like the stream encoding is CPU bound.
Thank you. So what does that mean for us?
So I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but I heard that people have second machines that they stream through, so it does all the encoding for them.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they get it so smooth and high quality at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily sure how to set that up. Because, I mean, ball and chain gaming don't do that. And they're fine, right?
They might, actually. I've heard them talk about using certain things, especially when they're recording together. They have an external thing.
Huh.
So they might.
So the pipe that we have for internet is good enough to have, like, if we paid for it, we would be able to have a gigabit down and 500 megabits up.
Scarlett says that's what DE does. It's called a Streambox, says Final 977. DE and NAB have a Streambox. Yeah, hello Final. They use a codec to do it, but you can do it with a capture card too.
Got it.
I'll have to do some tinkering,
Yeah.
sounds like.
So what we should probably do is for the next stream is maybe not go the lowest, but maybe a couple steps up from the lowest.
Okay.
So it looks decent until we have a hardware option to encode everything smoothly.
Alright.
Which might be a little while, but...
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Dr. Sobek, you can take a seat.
What? You're going to sack her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
No, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. and it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the Sworn long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
That's so crazy. Just having these holograms here brings me into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Dre also says that you can have more power in the CPU or a stream box.
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes. There is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew. Her civilization. Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Huh. This should be quite the ride.
Cool.
Right. Well, that was lucky, because I didn't push any buttons.
I think that was meant to happen.
Yeah.
I'd do that again. If
Thank
it
you,
wasn't so much
Jared.
work to get back up there.
Oh, I did. I got to max level? 60s max? Okay. Cool. And I can't fill out the skill tree. Shame. I'll do that one then. Call me a ride anytime.
You can get skill points by doing certain things, though, right?
I don't know. I think you get one every time you level up.
Well, I know you get one every time you level up, but... Can you
Pseudo
find...
says you'll get more from quests.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you only need 9 more?
6, I think. Was that how much it was? 9. Okay, it is 10:30.
I think this is good.
Okay.
That's a heck of a depressing cliffhanger.
But a good one. And it'll give us a little bit of time to try to figure things out and tinker. Thanks, guys, for your feedback, helping us figure that out to complete the final
Would you keep the
mission.
game running and the stream running for just a moment?
Yeah.
Would you open... You can't. We'll do it again another time. Oh wait, open up Task Manager.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. And, excuse me.
Anyway, no need to stay around for our tinkering, but thank you guys for being here. And yeah, have a good night.
So we're going to be playing, just walking around real quick, so we can get some data for the Task Manager and actually have encoding happening. Okay, this should be good.
Okay.
It's not maxing out the CPU. Oh, there we go. Here. 3D video encode is only at 11%.
Oh, the data. How many subs shy? I'll have to look up in just a moment.
So we're using 8 gigabytes of the GPU memory. Interesting.
And we have 11.
Now when we're streaming, we're not using a ton either. It looks like the top we've been using is 7.7 megabits.
Okay. Jirai's wondering what rendering speed we're using.
Rendering speed. Is that in OBS?
Would that be in stream? No.
We have a 4,000 kilobits per second bit rate. We're using NVENC hardware encoder. Audio bit rate's at 160 kilobits per second. And then the encoder preset is set to performance.
But it can't change these until we redo it, so maybe we should end stream and then do a test stream.
Maybe.
Let me look something up for you real quick, sudo. We are 5 short of another emote. Boy, those rack up quick, don't they? I think it was 15 for the first one and then just 10 more. That's
really
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, we can try to stop it and then restart.
Okay. Let me see if anybody's on. We got Zori and Rorthik.
Yeah. So just ignore.
Ignore any notifications. We're just
We
tinkering.
won't. Yeah, we won't put any notifications in the chat or anything. So. Rorthik. Yep.
Here we go.